Assalamualaikum students, hope so will be fine. Today we will revise the next topic, microorganisms and disease. Basically, number of disease are caused by microorganisms. Disease are of two types. The first one is non-communicable and second is communicable. What is the difference between non-communicable and communicable disease? Non-communicable disease not spread from person to person, while the communicable or infectious diseases spread from person to person. This is a basic difference between non-communicable and communicable diseases. Further, non-communicable diseases divided into deficiency diseases or diseases that cause when any part of the body stop working properly. Basically, deficiency disease is caused when the deficiency of any food group, for example protein, carbohydrate, vitamins and minerals, occur in the body. What happens when any part of the body stop working properly? It affects the any internal or external organ. For example, it may be affect the liver, lungs, heart and other organs. There are many diseases which make us ill. Some diseases are caused when the body does not get the correct supply of minerals and vitamins that it needs. These are called deficient diseases. Some diseases are caused because a part of the body stops working properly. Such diseases affect the liver, heart, kidneys or other organs of the body. These and the deficiency diseases are not spread from one person to another. That's why they are called non-communicable diseases. Deficiency diseases can be prevented by eating these foods. These are the types of vitamins that are present in such type of food items. For example, any deficiency disease that is caused by deficiency of any vitamin can be cured by eating those foods that have lot of that vitamin. Communicable or infectious disease spread from person to person. They are caused by microorganisms entering the body. The next topic, how microorganisms enter the body. Basically, there are a number of ways through microorganisms enter into the body of the living things. Here we will discuss some of them. Microorganisms enter the body of living things through the nose and mouth. For example, when infected or ill person cough and sneeze, then germs enter in the air. What will happen? Healthy person when breathe in such air, the germs enter in the body of healthy person. Germs also enter or microorganisms also enter in the body of living things through the direct contact with the body fluids like blood. They also enter in the body through cuts or scratches on the skin. Microorganisms also enter through animals, for example through insects and worms. If we talk about insects, here we will take example of the malaria. Malaria basically spread from person to person through mosquitoes. How? When a female mosquito pierces the skin with her mouth part, she injects a small amount of saliva into the wound. Basically, saliva contains microorganisms that enter into the body of that person. Worms basically inject microorganisms by boring the human skin. Microorganisms also enter through infected food and water. Basically, uncovered food is the open place for germs to breed and increase their number. Food also poisoning if not stored, prepared or cooked properly. Microorganisms can enter the body through the nose and mouth when you breathe, you eat or drink. Disease is often spread through coughing, spitting or sneezing. The common cold and measles are example. Basically, these are two diseases that are spread through coughing, spitting or sneezing. These diseases are passed from the infected person through the air by a cough or a sneeze. Some diseases are spread through direct contact. They can also enter the body through cuts in the skin. Insects too pass on diseases to humans. Insects pass on harmful germs by biting humans and feeding on their blood. The bite of a female mosquito can cause malaria. Yellow fever, plague, typhus, and sleeping sickness are also caused by the bite of insects such as mosquitoes, fleas, bugs, and sandflies. Infection can be caused by different types of worms. For example, the hookworm larva can burrow through human skin. Once it is under the skin, it can get into the bloodstream. It is then carried to other part of the body in the blood. Some diseases can also be passed through infected food and water. How? When food is left in the open for some time, germs such as bacteria and fungi can fall on it. The germ begin to breed in the food. Cholera and typhoid are spread through infected food and water. These are the examples of the diseases that are spread through infected food and water. Food poisoning is caused by bacteria from foods that are not stored, prepared, or cooked properly. Now, we discuss or revise the questions. Write the singular forms of bacteria, protozoa, and fungi. The singular form of bacteria is bacterium. A single protozoa is called protozoans. Fungus is the singular form of fungi. Exercise question number 7, part 4. In what ways are diseases spread from person to person? Diseases are spread from person to person through air or through direct contact to body fluids such as blood. Part 9. List 6 ways in which microorganisms can enter your body. Microorganisms can enter the body through the nose and mouth, through direct contact, through cuts in the skin, through insects, through worms, and through infected food and water. Hope so you will understand and explain by yourself the ways through microorganisms enter in the body of the living things. Thank you for listening.